And we are live. Hey, welcome to another session of Riding the Bear. This session is brought to you by the Skylabs and Vetter ecosystem. My name is Ryan, and I'm so glad to be your host today. As we are getting started, go ahead and drop a hi and hello. Let everybody know who is here watching with us live. We got Carl in the house. Welcome, Carl. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, in the last year, over 16,000 crypto projects have launched. And I got to ask you a question. How is it possible for you to not only find and do the research, but manage all of these projects? And this is exactly what we've been doing in the Vetter ecosystem for over a year now, where we utilize crowdsourcing to save time, energy, and money in the crypto space. See, we work together to find projects that have potential to do well, while at the same time, we bring up warnings and red flags about projects that potentially could bring up concerns. For the last 6 months, we've recorded over 100 plus live sessions just like this, where we support the community in navigating the CrowdX Calendar, finding the next 2x or 100x crypto gems, and even avoiding questionable projects. And of course, we're going to be doing that today. We're going to take a look at the CrowdX Calendar and see what we can see there. Now, as you're tuning in, if there's a project you want to take a look at today, go ahead and drop the name of the project that's listed on the calendar. Drop it in the chat, and we'll take a look at that today. And also, I do want to open up the floor if you have any questions about any of the topics. Sometimes we talk about mindset here. Sometimes we talk about charting. We talk about money management. The core of what we talk about is, how to look at a project and stack probabilities in your favor. But if there's ever a question that you have about one of the topics or something that we don't necessarily talk about, definitely drop that in the comment section, and we can go over that as well. We got Taha in the house. Welcome, Jackie. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. Taha, that's a great question. Taha's asking, any project or new projects. Typically, we talk about new upcoming projects only because I don't dabble in speculation on what could happen, what could go up. The crypto space is wild, wild west. And, I'm not an expert in technical analysis on the crypto side. I do have a Forex background. But I believe that there's a lot of variables that play into crypto. And so, and the only reason I would want to look at a previous project or a microcap is if the project is potentially launching a new project. Okay, so if there's a project that had previous success, I'd be very interested to know about that team to see if they're going to be launching anything new. Welcome, Sheepcoat. Hope you're having a great day. So with that, I did want to give an update. If you guys haven't seen yet, the committees are now available in Discord. And so I just want to read off the criteria just real briefly so we're all on the same page. Committee criteria. You must meet the following criteria at all times to be eligible for the committees listed below. Steering committee currently holds at least 90% of the VSL purchased in the private sell or pre-sell, plus currently holding Diamond 1. Which is 1 million Vetter. Sustainability Committee currently holds at least 75% of the VSL purchased in the private sell or pre-sell, plus currently holding Tier 3, 100,000 Vetter. And Voting Info Committee currently holds at least 50% of the VSL purchased in the private sell or pre-sell, plus currently holding Tier 1 of Vetter, which is 10,000. Notes: you may be on multiple committees at once. You get to make sure that you put your Discord account name in your on the DApp on the profile there, and now things are ready to go. So this is just one more brick. If you've been following us from the beginning, we talk a lot about laying bricks as perfectly and precisely as bricks can be laid, and sometimes that process takes a little bit of patience. It takes a little bit of discipline. But the whole point is to lay bricks as perfectly and precisely as bricks can be laid, so that when we start building on that foundation, it's a solid foundation to build upon. And that's what we've been doing, and that's what we will continue to do, every day. And when I say we, I mean the core group of community. And that includes you listening in right now. If you're plugging in on Tuesdays and Thursdays live, if you're plugging in on the replays, you are part of the core group and community in this community. So first off, I just want to say thank you for your commitment to always be here, to contribute, to add value to the ecosystem, because we would not be the same without you. And I just want to make sure that you know that you are appreciated and you're a valuable member of this community, because we create the space together, collectively. We create the space. So thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing. So again, if anybody has any projects they want to take a look at, any pre-sales coming up, or projects that you may have heard that they're a team that has previous success, they're going to be coming out with something new, a second, whether it be a V2 or a second project, definitely drop that in the chat and we can take a look at that together today. So, and also, like I said, if you have any other topics you want to cover, by all means, share that as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the CrowdX Calendar. And there was a project that stuck out to me. Taha, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. A project that stuck out to me that as I was just skimming through the calendar today. Zen is currently minting. Okay, we can take a look at what that is all about. Hey, Adelbert, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and pull up this project. This project is called BC Token, and I did just a really, really, really quick look at this project just to see what stood out. And this right here is what stood out to me. AMA with Venom, and I'm not sure who this role is, who this person is. We'll find out here in a moment. But doxed with Venom, okay? And the reason this stood out is this scout doesn't typically post a lot of information, and there was a lot more information, very specific information about this project that kind of piqued my interest. And so beyond that, I don't know anything about the project, so let's jump into it, like we always do. We're going to take a look at the website first. Okay, it's currently in Portuguese. Let's change it to English. Okay. Oh, so right away, has a pretty good feel. Something different. It catches my attention. And this is thought out. This is intentional. We have some good layouts here. It's appealing to the eye. Okay, nothing necessarily like super fancy about the website. And actually, there's a shift in the vibe. So right here we have a vibe and feel, and then all of a sudden it shifts. Like literally from here on, it's a different kind of vibe and feel. Where like this is like the theme color. This orange color is the theme color. Up here it's this golden, tannish, goldish. I'm not sure what you would class. What color you would say that is, but I like this feel. All of a sudden it shifts energy, shifts vibe for me. And now we have this, blue orange. We got the orange continued, the orange. I don't know. That kind of threw me off just a little bit. And why does that matter? That doesn't necessarily matter. I think for me, what I'm looking for is intentionality behind the design. Like they did it for a reason. And so when I see this, it makes me confused. What exactly? Taha says inconsistent. That's great. It's like, what happened? Is this where you were headed? Maybe the orange didn't look good. Maybe the orange was too strong on this. Well, that's okay. Why not just take this color and let the flow continue? So again, this doesn't necessarily have any direct bearing on the project's success. Okay? What I'm thinking about, though, is what I think about when I see this is attention to detail and commitment to excellence and those types of things. And when I see this, it just makes me feel like, was this overlooked? Did no one else catch this? Is it possible if they overlooked this, are there other things they could overlook? And truth be told, I personally haven't documented all of my opinions about websites to see what actually happens. Are there, if I'm suspicious about this website, are there contract errors, or are there grammatical errors, or are there things like that? I haven't done the due diligence, so I don't actually know if it matters. I'm just bringing this up, okay? Just as I'm thinking, as I'm seeing, and how I feel. I want to bring this up because there was a lot of thought and intentionality that went into the Vetter website. The new Vetter website, you can see right away, what's up. You know that there's 2 tokens. You know exactly what's going on. You can clearly get to where you want to go. Color schemes, everything matches. It's on purpose. It's intentional, but design. There was a lot of time and energy put into this, and it was very intentional. Okay, it's very intentional, and I think it's really smooth, and it has a great vibe and feel to it. It's consistent throughout. Okay, and that's what I'm looking for with these other projects. Again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bad project. It just makes me question, the people who are in their roles. What are they up to and what are they designing? Okay, so BC. This stands for Balneario Camborio. Balneario Camboriú. Connection to a new economy. Autonomy and security. BC token backed by BC Digital is considered a utility token and is used as a means of payment for products and services with innovative and 100% secure technology. Business ecosystem. We're a community that has an interaction of innovative and technological actions with the growth of business consisting of products and services, technology, and innovation. Again, this is not a deal breaker. But this I should be capitalized. Okay? If we want to be consistent and things like that. Again, I'm not trying to nitpick, but whenever there's this idea of excellence as a whole, that's the first introduction that we're seeing about this project, okay? Anyway, innovative governance that moves towards the exchange of value and services via blockchain technology. Ecosystem. We're creating a great ecosystem and community of members to strengthen the success of the project and its buy-in, creating even greater connection with the residents and tourists of Balneario Camboriú and region. Unlike many others, our token has real use in the market, a currency of exchange between people and companies, taking advantage of benefits, buying, selling services and products with promotions and discounts that facilitate interactivity with this digital technology. They have a wallet, a more secure and transparent way of storing assets. BC Wallet is a service offered to network users as part of the project for you to buy, sell, and store your assets. One of the most coveted destinations, skyscrapers, luxury, natural beauty. Okay, they're just talking about the place there. Okay, well, here's a roadmap. All right, so I'll be curious about the team here, who we are. Now, Aaron, with the spelling, that could be. That's a good catch. That could be because I did Google Translate. I don't know. I know sometimes the translation errors. It was in Portuguese when I first went to the website, and I switched it to English, so that could happen. But that's a good catch as well. And, hey, welcome, Aaron. Glad to see you here, brother. Daryl says, once I invest in a project, what's the best way to keep track of it? How often should I check back after RipFT? Oh, that's great. Daryl, that's a great topic, and we will cover that right after we wrap up with this. That's a great topic. All right, so the team, We're a team of developers with experience in blockchain technology studying the Brazilian cryptocurrency market. We realized the potential that a utility token could bring to the use of services in Brazil cities. Through research, we developed a self-sustaining project where the first token city in Brazil will be born. Bali, Balneario Cambori, Camboriú. EU. That's hard for me to say. Camboriú. EU is hard for me to put together. I don't know about you guys. Hey Wanda, welcome. Welcome. That last part is hard for me to put together. Like I got the Cambori, or I got the Camboru, but the Camboriú is a little tongue twister for me. Anyway, was not chosen by chance. In addition to being the home of some developers, the city offers great business opportunities because it is known as Brazilian Dubai. Thanks to its skyscrapers, we're bringing the best of blockchain technology to your market, bringing worldwide highlight to. So we asked who we are, but like it didn't say anything about who they are. So a little bit off on that part. I was thinking they're going to talk about the team, but it didn't really say anything about the team here. Let's see if we can find the team in the white paper. Well, that's not going to work out. I don't speak Portuguese, nor do I read Portuguese. Okay, well. Maybe we'll see something that says team. Oh, team, right there. Well. Okay, I see 3 años. I think it's 3 years. 100 million, maybe? Milios? Okay. Maybe we can find an English white paper somewhere else. All right, let's go back to the website. All right, so next up we want to take a look at... Yeah, Jackie, I was trying to sound out my... I mean, I don't speak Portuguese, but I was trying to remember the vowel sounds for Spanish. And so, yeah, I was trying to sound it out. Yeah, you guys are hearing me try to, work my way through this. Yeah. Oh, so here we go. Yeah, here's the Portuguese. Here's the English. Yeah. Now we'll see what happens in Telegram. I suppose this name right here, Henrique Maluf. I suppose that should have told me that international team. But we'll see what the Telegram's like. If the Telegram is not English, we will not continue. All right, so let's go take a look at adult Telegram here. All right, so far. Let's join the group. All right, so they asked me to click that. So now I'm good to go. All right, so it is in Portuguese. So we'll just quickly just look at this just real quick. Interesting how a lot of the stuff is in Portuguese. I'll just keep reading, but this welcome message is in English, and so are the links. That's kind of interesting. So we got 4,000 members here in Telegram, and we have 37 pinned messages. And some of it is in English, and some of it is... It's kind of throwing me off. Some words are in Portuguese, and some are in English. And some of the posts are in both. Well, at least we can navigate some of this. Not all of it. So we have some engagement. Maybe this is their home, their office. Okay, maybe that's their office. All right, let's scroll up, up, up. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's some team member, it looks like. First post was from April. That's pinned. We're the first token city in Brazil. Our objective is to guarantee the disruptive decentralization of the market, helping and bringing suppliers closer to consumers. This is just the beginning of this amazing project. Soon, we will bring more information. Can someone explain to me? I don't know what this means. We're the first token city in Brazil. Does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Jackie, that may be what you're asking as well. Is it a tourism utility token? Yeah, I don't understand what a token city means. Token city. Let me search this. What is a token city? Token City, I don't know, this may not be the right thing, but Token City offers a security token marketplace, financial asset tokenization services, and fully compliant STOs for companies from the EU. Yeah, this is interesting. Um, I mean, because I don't know if this is referring to something specific. Like, is this a term? I mean, right here we can obviously see that this is a website. So like, obviously, this is not the same thing. Um, yeah, we're definitely learning something today, folks. we're definitely we're definitely learning. We're in the classroom today. We're in the classroom today. We're gonna walk away with something new. All right. So first pinned message was April 28th. Let's go ahead and scroll up. So right now that's as far back as we can go. So we got 4,000 members. Looking pretty good. Let's see. Oh, no one says it's a good project. That is oh, maybe because I need to ask in Portuguese. Oh man, okay, let me maybe my English search terms are not going to get us very far, guys. Okay, let me see. Let me do an English translator. Bomb Projecto. Is that where bomb came from? This project is bomb? Oh, hey, look, guys, it worked. Okay, we got some results. Oh man, this is great. Okay, okay, guys, we can't read anything. I mean, I can't read anything. Let's see if there's an English version. Now that we've had our fun times. Good morning, guys. New video English subtitles are available. Um, I mean, I do appreciate the fact that they are sharing some stuff in English and in both, but it's making the oh, here we go, English group. Did anyone respond to this person? So here's Venom. Any English groups? No one's responding to him. This was saying the pre-sale was back in September, so we'll just get to see here. Um, yeah, unfortunately, no one has responded about English, an English group. Let's check out YouTube.
Question. Would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million users?
Okay, it looks like they did an AMA with the CEO. This guy, Rodriguez, Yoa, Yo. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that, but okay, Rodriguez. Let's see if we can find BC token on YouTube. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Okay, there's a couple of things here. It's all from the same guy. But here's the CEO. I mean, this was 2 months ago. All right, so okay, so there's clearly a language barrier. Um, so it's kind of challenging for me to do the research that I want to do, but the little bit that I see, this is not being promoted by a lot of influencers. I don't know, who is in charge of this channel right here, but this is the one who's really promoting this stuff. And there have been some AMAs. Here's an AMA with the CEO. Here is another interview with the CEO. Here's another interview with the CEO. So there's a handful of interviews. But again, until we find an English. Hey, thanks, Gary. I appreciate it. And Gary says I'm the bomb. But until we find an English community, oh my goodness, I think it's going to be a little challenging for me to decipher. Um, it's gonna be a little challenging for me to decipher all this information. But let me look at this real quick. There could be. Let's see. Wow, they're talking so fast. Okay, so one of the things we might be able to do here, we can show a transcript. I'm not saying that it's worth doing this. I'm just simply saying that it's possible to do this. um, so if someone really wanted to, they could download this whole transcript of this interview. Okay, and I don't know how big Google Translate, how big it works, like how much it actually takes in. Um, like I don't know if this is gonna be too much English to. Oh, whoops, no, Portuguese. Detect language, Portuguese to English. So this is one way. If someone was really serious about this project, this is one way you could kind of get some insights. I'm not saying it is or isn't worth it. This is the first time that I've ran across a project that there was a language barrier. So, we're kind of all navigating this together. But for future reference, for tools in your tool belt, also, if anyone in our community ever asks, hey, I'd really like to listen to the AMA, or I'd really like to listen to one of these videos, you could show them this secret, okay? So what we did. This video is all in Portuguese, and the subtitles, closed captions are in Portuguese as well. But what you can do here is the little dots right here. You can click Show Transcript, and this is a transcript that's right here. Okay, this is a transcript. It's all in Portuguese. Okay, sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. It's simply just picking up the language that's in the videos. Okay, but the next thing you want to do is you just want to copy it all. Scroll all the way down, copy it, Control C. And then you go over to Google Translate, you paste it in there, and it's saying Portuguese is detected. You want to transfer it or switch it to English. Click that, and now you can at least read it. Okay? Again, this may not even be worth your time. I don't know. Ideally, finding an English Telegram would be the best thing to do. Okay? And so let me just ask this question. Hello. Is there an English telegram? Okay, so we'll see about that. Um, we'll see about that. Now, going back to just the stats of what we got here, this is really slow. So I had the fourth message of the day for October 13th. Okay. Here is yesterday. And there's a little bit, there's not a lot. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Like maybe 26. Okay, so an entire day there were 26 messages. So Telegram is definitely not hopping. Not a lot of stuff going on here. The fact that there's a major English barrier, a language barrier, we can't find what we need to look for. It's a bit of a challenge. Bit of a challenge. So probably, unless anyone wants to dive a little bit deeper, probably just gonna say, hey, let's move on to something next, something else. Now the one thing that did stand out was Venom, and so now let's see if we can find BC token, and maybe where's the replay for. Okay, let's see what the comments were in here. Let's see if they're English or if it's Portuguese. Well, it looks like people are excited about this. I can't tell who. I can't tell if it's the BC community or if it's Venom community. But I'm looking for. I would like to see the replay. I don't know where the. We could go back over to. Could go back over to BC token, see if there's a replay. Oh, let's go back over here. Here we go. Oh, here we go. They responded. That was great. Oh. Oh, this is the English Telegram group. Okay. Okay. I was not expecting that. All right then. Recording. Is there a recording of the Venom? Well, that was great that they responded quickly. Glad I can provide some interaction in their Telegram today. Oh, whoops. Yeah, so we went over there. I didn't see the live stream, or I didn't see the recording for Venom. Kind of a bummer on that. I am curious about the project, but right now it's kind of tough. It's like every word that I search, not every word. Let me take that back. A lot of the words I search are not pulling up anything helpful. I mean, even marketing. Okay, marketing plans. I mean, I guess that's one of the benefits of having a language barrier. Maybe you don't get spammed with all the marketing chat. All right. Anybody else have a project they want to take a look at? We're gonna go up and we're gonna cover what Daryl had asked. And Daryl had a great question. Once I invest in a project, what's the best way to keep track of it? How often should I check back after RIP FT? That's a great question. Okay, so as we talk about that, feel free to drop any projects you want to take a look at in the chat, and we will take a look at that. So let's go over here to Deck Screener. Hey, Gabriel, that's not, while that is a great question, these sessions are designed for navigating the pre-sale space and navigating the CrowdX Calendar. And so I don't know if you saw in the beginning, we talked about how the committees were forming, and you're able to hop in a committee. And those types of questions are going to be answered very soon whenever this stuff is going on. The last update, there was some rough timelines given out in the last AMA. You can find that recording and listen to that as well. All right, so back over here. Okay, so the question is, how do you keep track of your projects? Okay, so let's look at it like this. Okay, so let's say that's launched right here, or let's just look at this over here. Let's just look at. We'll go all the way back in time. Okay, we'll go back in time. Doesn't matter what time frame this is. Okay, it doesn't matter. This could be the minute. This could be the hour chart. It doesn't matter. Okay. So what you want to do is, let's say you got into the pre-sale. Okay, got into the pre-sale. And so let's say pre-sale was down here somewhere. This is the line. Okay. So first, before you even got into the pre-sale, you want to know what your money management is, meaning how much money you're going to put into the pre-sale. And ideally, you would not want it to be over leveraged. So for example, if you have $1,000 to invest, and that's all the money that you have, putting $1,000 into one project is incredibly risky, because no matter what we do for our due diligence, there are things that are out of our control. And there's no guarantee. There's no way that for you to know without a shadow of a doubt that this project is going to do a 5x, 10x, 100x. Okay? So putting all your money into one project is incredibly risky. It would make more sense to put a portion of your bag into multiple projects, and that way, if one doesn't do what you think it should do, or if one takes longer to do what you think it should do, you're not out. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, so here is your pre-sale entry. I'm making this up. Okay, it doesn't matter what chart this is. Doesn't matter, anything about what we're looking at here. Okay, so the question is, how do you manage it? How do you keep looking at the chart? So the first thing is you need to know what your take profit is. Where are you getting out? Okay. If your plan is a RIP FT, if your plan is a RIP, okay, a RIP would be recoup investment and profit, meaning you put in $100, you got your $100 back plus a profit. Okay, so that could be a 50% gain. Okay, it could be a 50% gain. So it goes up 50%. Goes up 50%. Okay, and you pull out. Okay, so right up here, your game is, your whole idea is you want to put in $100 and you want to pull out 150. Okay, obviously we're not going to factor in taxes because every project is going to have different taxes. Potentially at launch, it could be different taxes and things like that. Okay, but that's your target. This was your entry for the pre-sale. This is your target. Okay, that's your RIP, recoup investment profit. Let's say you want to leave in free tokens. Okay, so let's say that one strategy I talked about earlier in the week was this idea of pulling profits along the way. Okay, so let's say that every 2x, every 100%, you pull out a portion. Okay. Okay, so right here is 100% gain. Okay, and then you do it again up here. Okay, right there, and then you do it again right here. Okay, whoops. There we go. Okay, so you got in down here, and you're up 100%, and you want to take out a partial profit. Okay, you could take out like 20% of your tokens. Okay, you take out 20% of your tokens, and so you still leave 80% in the bag. And then up here, on this move up, so that right there is your RIP FT. Okay, maybe not a full recoup investment, but a partial. Okay. So you pull out 20% here, and then the next spot, you're just waiting for the next time for your next take profit. You pull out another 20% right here. Let's say you started with 100 tokens, you pull out 20%, now you have 80 tokens. Okay? And then your 80 tokens, you pull out another 20% of your 80 tokens, and you're sitting at 64 tokens left over. Okay, and so on. All right? So you're pulling partial profits as it's going up. If this makes sense, give me a thumbs up or a yes, of course, or boom, or a bomb rather, BOM, bomb. So if that makes sense, let me know. Okay, those are your partial profits. You can write it up, and you can do this any way that you want. You could look for a 100x, which is a 2x. Okay, and you pull out. So you put in $100. It's now sitting at $200. Okay, so you pull out your $100 and you pull out an extra $50 and you let the other $50 ride. $50 worth of tokens ride. That's what you could do. Okay, the sky is the limit. I mean, you're just limited to your imagination. Okay, but it all comes down with a plan. Okay, so again, it's up 100%, which is a 2x. You pull out a portion of that. It doesn't matter what portion, whatever portion you want. Okay, and then you can argue. Okay, you can argue. And I'm working on some data, but this is a very personal thing. Okay, a very personal thing. So there's one train of thought that basically is like, okay, listen. One train of thought says, well, man, if the project's going to go 100x, I want to get like all of it. Okay, I want to get all of it if a project's going to go 100x. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so from that perspective, the only way you're going to get the full value of that 100x is to never sell. Okay, and so you could recoup your investment, you could profit, and then just let the rest ride to your 100x target. The problem is, what happens if it's not 100x? Okay, what happens if it's not 100x? What happens if it stops at 90x? Now it starts dropping. What do? Do you just wait it out until you always get your 100x? So that's where the idea of taking partials along the way. And yes, Sebastian, this is also a personal thing. You could do it you could map it out and say, oh, here's 100%. Okay, and you could also take it from the next, when it's up 200%. Okay, which is right here. Okay. And then you could also take it from the next one, which would be 300%. But yes, I drew it from the last spot. Okay? I drew it from the last spot. So it's all based on you personally. Okay? For the projects that you're looking at, this is very much a personal preference, very much on, I don't want to say a balance of greed and being conservative, but it is what is the math telling you? What does your volume of launches tell you? And mathematically, which makes more sense for you? Okay? So you can map it out mathematically and say, okay, this is what it looks like when I pull 20% from 100, and this is what it looks like when I pull 20% from 200. Okay, 200%. Okay, you can compare and contrast that to, okay, what if I pull another 20% of my tokens when it goes another 100% from that current spot? Okay, I don't know the math. Which one? I don't have the answer. If you're asking which one is better, all I can say is you get to do your own due diligence and research to find which one is going to work better for you and your own personal risk tolerance. The way I'm running mine is I go from the spot that I took the profit, and then to the spot that I took the profit. Okay, that's how I personally run mine. So another 100% from that spot. Okay. So like I said, you just get to do your research and do your volume of launches and see how that works out. Okay. And does that make sense? Does that answer your question, Sebastian? And thank you for that question. That's great. So the next question would be, how do you manage this? Do you just stare there at the chart, waiting, hoping for something to happen, waiting for that stuff to go through? That's one way you could do it. Another way you could do it is to set up alerts. Okay? And so on Dex Screener, over here there's something called Telegram Price Alerts. Okay? And so the way this works is you click Telegram Price Alerts, and it's going to open up the Telegram bot here, Dex Screener bot. And you want to go save this bot, in a folder where you can access it. So whether it's with, your pre-sales or whether it's your active trades, however you manage your Telegram group, but you can have the bot in there. Okay. And so this is saying right here. So right here, we want to start. Okay. We want to start. So we click start. It's going to say, hey there, keep an eye on prices for whatever pair. Here's what we can do. We can create, we can list, delete. Okay. So we want to create a price alert. Create this. Okay. It's asking us for the link. Okay. Or you can type in the contract with BSC. Okay. It's asking for the link. It's saying, okay, let's create alert for Vetter token. Current price is this. Okay. Is that right? You're probably with yes. Now it's saying, what do you want? Okay, we want an alert for over this. We want an alert for over this price right here. This is our 100%. When price goes over that, we're going to get a notification in Telegram. When price is over this, we got to put the dollar sign because that's a price number. Okay, I'll let you know when price is this. Is this correct? Yes. Now the alert's set up. Everything's good to go. So now when price reaches that, we're going to get a notification like this. Right here. Current price, da-da-da-da. Price change, da-da-da-da. It's basically telling you right here, Vetter is under this. So it would say Vetter is over this price right here. The alert would say Vetter is over this. And so that's how you know. There are other ways to set up orders. Okay, I think PancakeSwap's been messing around with something to set up orders. And I think there was another, maybe Bogged Finance. I think that Joseph, brought up Bogged Finance before. That there's a way you can actually set these up to automatically sell for you. I have not done those. I do all mine manually. Okay, and so you would just enter those price alerts. Okay, so as you're waiting for price to do whatever it does, you can just come in here, enter your next alert. Let me copy this one real quick. Let's see, create, paste it in there. Yes, we want over, whoops, dollar sign. We go over here to this number. We go back to Telegram, we paste it in there. It's saying, is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Boom. So now we've set up our alerts. And so the way it works is we have an alert set for this one. This is our first take profit. This is our second take profit. And we would just map it out. Oh, yeah, Daryl. Yeah, absolutely. So that's how you can manage the actual project. The next thing you'd want to do is, yeah, I mean, I keep mine in a spreadsheet. Okay? So just like the volume of launches, the volume of launches spreadsheet would be a great place to track, just like what Jackie's saying. That'd be a great place to track your projects that you're in. Volume of launches is what we're recording, what we're documenting, to see, what projects are working, the projects that we're following, the scouts that we're following, how do they perform over time. And so that'd be a perfect place to keep track of your projects and keep it organized as well. And that way, it's all broken down. You can see everything clearly, and you know exactly what's going on. You also can have a quick look and quick glance at, like, these are the projects I'm in, these are the projects I'm out. So that's how that works. And both of those work together hand in hand. Okay? So, like, here's a manual, or not a manual, but here's an automatic means of setting these alerts and then just walking away, and you get an alert and you're in it to win it. Okay? And then the others, the spreadsheet just helps you keep track instead of keeping track of things mentally. So I hope that was helpful, Daryl. Does that answer your questions and give you some guidance on how best you could manage your projects and keep everything up to date? All right, so Taha said to take a look at Magic Craft. So we'll take a look at Magic Craft. And Taha, do you know when it's launching? Hey, you're very welcome, Daryl. That's weird. Why is that coming up? Skyweaver. Oh. Or Xen. Xen. All right, Zen Crypto. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Okay, it's launching on Ethereum. We don't know the scout, we don't know the scout. They're a yellow scout. This is their first project. Okay, so they don't necessarily have a track record. So we have no weight on that. Okay, not a deal breaker. We just don't know. All right, so let's take a look at the website. That's a clean website. I can't really see it, but it is clean nonetheless. Let's see. We have world inflation, inflation differential, crypto inflation, time. I believe that says volume. I can't read it. Can't read it. Okay. So, real simple website. We got light paper rather. Calculate the mint, testnet, check out the code. Let's read the light paper. Hey, we have some consistency with the website. I appreciate that. What is the mission of Zen? Zen aims to become a community-building crypto asset that connects like-minded people together. If you are a seasoned OG or simply crypto curious, Zen has the lowest barrier to entry through its unique tokenomics. Fair Crypto Foundation is designing Zen as a universal cryptocurrency to achieve the original mission of blockchain, following the blockchain tenets of decentralization, transparency, counterparty risk resistance, peer to peer value exchange, and self custody. Its unique tokenomics focuses on the mass market adoption with the lowest barrier to entry compared to the rest of coins on the market today. Justin says, I don't get how Zen provides value. Let's see if this answers that question. I don't know. What problem does Zen solve? Today's crypto world exists on a very bipolar plane, namely the well-known cryptocurrencies are overbought, pumped, and subsequently sold off, dumped. The unknown cryptocurrencies are often left undiscovered for a long time by general investors while suffering from pre-mining and well accumulation by the founding teams. Zen aims to solve both problems through a fair launch. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't necessarily answer that question. What makes it unique? Simplicity. Hey, I like that I read the word simplicity. I can appreciate that. I mean, we go to the website, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Zen will be based on ERC20 standard with a minimum amount of code, no pre-minting, hidden doors, admin keys, origin wallets. All Zen ecosystem participants mint their own coins using their own Ethereum compatible wallets. Zen cryptocurrency is free as it does not require participants to deposit any funds to start minting their Zen crypto. Zen starts with zero supply, will only be minted by the participating community. Zen does not have a minimum cap on the supply. It is inflationary in the beginning, becoming disinflationary. Is deflationary the same as disinflationary? Just out of curiosity. I think that may be the first time that I've seen disinflationary. As adoption increases. Zen is a digital asset which has no backing by investors or starts with any intrinsic value. Zen is immutable and cannot be changed or stopped by anyone. With its open source code, is truly trustless through consistency belongs to the people. Zen does not have a controlling or management team. It's simply a segment of an immutable code secured by the blockchain. Zen is neither a proof of stake or proof of work token. However, it is proof of participation. POP. Whoever participates in Zen creation has full rights of ownership through self-custody. Zen smart contract uses a fair system of new token distribution. All participants are subject to the same immutable rules secured by blockchain. Zen continuously manages token rewards through minting based reward time locks and the total number of participants. Generally, all cryptocurrency must be purchased or exchanged with other cryptocurrencies on the open market. Zen does not require purchasing, as anyone on the Ethereum network can mint their own Zen tokens by connecting their compatible crypto wallet. Huh. Yeah, this is. I'll be totally transparent, guys. This is a new one on me. First, we navigated through some Portuguese language earlier today, and now we're learning about something totally new. At least for me. At least for me. Justin, if you have more experience with this, man, I invite you to share some thoughts and insights. And Taha, the same. If you have more experience on what is going on here, for me, it takes me watching or listening to videos to understand the concepts. I don't necessarily pick things up by reading things. I pick things up over time through audio or video means. So if you guys picked up more, feel free to explain what you believe is going on here. For me, I would get to do a lot more research to understand. To understand what's going on. Taha, are you in the same boat as me? You don't know? I mean, I'm very intrigued. I'm curious, but I have no clue really how this would work. And so, yeah, I get to watch a video and watch it a couple times, listen to some AMAs and things like that. I would get to be enrolled by the team to understand what's going on. So let's see if we can find some AMAs. Oh, okay. You know, I may have seen some conversation in Discord about this. Um, I may have seen that. Um, Tahad, you want to speak into the minting function? You said they're currently minting right now. So I guess I'm confused about. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe this would be a much easier conversation to have on Discord. I will create a thread for this under our live sessions in Discord, so we can continue the conversation there. But I'm curious about it. Let's go ahead and take a look to see about the chart. I think I did see some chatter about this in Discord. Yeah, Justin's on the money. Justin's a smart dude. All right, let's see if we can see a chart. Oh yeah, I did check on this the other day. Dex tools. Oh, I think there was some. I think I looked at this last night. I think there was some. I think it was also trending, but there were some discrepancies with charts. I believe, if I'm thinking about the same project, Dex tools showed one thing, and yeah. Okay, so here's Dex tools. Okay, here's what Dex tools is showing. This would indicate that it just dumped based on candles. Okay, based on candles. This would indicate that this project dumped right away based on the candles. Okay, now we can go to some other time frames and we see what we can see if it's any different. Same thing on the 15. We go to the 5 minute. Same thing on the 5 minute. Go on the 1 minute so we can see on the 1. Okay, so everyone's saying this is like a 24x, but like Dex Tools is literally showing that this project tanked. Like this looks like a fair launch, a pink cell fair launch that tanks right at launch. Okay, so right off the bat, I was a little confused on what was going on when I saw this the other day. So let's see what we can get in Dex Screener. Now this is with USDC. I mean, we have a couple options here. Hold on a second. Yeah, B8. Yeah, so we have a couple different. There's a lot of different pairings. We got USDC, Ethereum. Yeah, Justin, that's what you're saying about the different pairings. There's like 2 dozen of them, different ones. So, just out of curiosity, what would make them want to advertise one over the other? Or did I just happen to buy one, or I just happened to look at one that was on Ethereum? Is there one for? Yeah, it's all the same. So like here's Polygon. That looks like it's struggling. But again, there's so many options. You got Wrap BNB, BUSD, USDT, USDC, Ethereum. Oh, that something's shady with that. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I would be curious to have a conversation about this in Discord. Is there a future opportunity? So what I mean is sometimes. So there was a project I looked at a few weeks back. Whoops. There we go. My other eyes. Okay, so there's a project I looked at a few weeks back. It was on the calendar. It was called Pump, and Pump was backed by XUSD. Okay, and XUSD is a project that like can't go down in value. Again, I'm not real techie. I'm not real in the weeds on the contract, knowing how all this stuff works. That's not my jam. It takes me time to learn and understand how that works. Okay, but I will say, when I started looking at this project, it was pretty cool. Okay, pretty cool. So, again, without trying to go into the details, basically the way this project code is written, um, whenever there's buys and sells, the price goes up. Not necessarily like a rebase. I'm not going to say any more because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about as it relates to these things. Total transparency, okay? But what they argued was you don't have to believe that it works. You don't have to trust that it works. You can just look at the code and so there's this website, xsurge.net. And again, this is backed by there's a project called Pump, and it was paired to XUSD. That's how we got to where we are. And Pump was on the CrowdX Calendar. Okay, but you can see, in the last handful of months, price is up and to the right, fractionally. I mean, we're talking just like fractionally, like small. Okay, but it's things like that that it makes me curious. I appreciate teams looking to do something different. Trying something new, especially if they're legit. Obviously, if they're legit teams, but like if they're truly trying to do something different, I appreciate that, and I'm drawn to that. The challenge for me is I don't understand it. I have a simple mind, and when I don't understand it, it just takes me a little while to wrap my head around what's going on. So yeah, for those of you who know and understand that stuff, I think it'd be incredibly valuable, to share your thoughts, in Discord, because I'm sure that there's other people who would like to learn. They just maybe they're like me and they don't know. So yeah. So back to this. So this is now considered a microcap. I don't know what chart we're gonna go on based on how well it's doing. But like Justin said, this would definitely be a wallet that is not connected to anything else. Okay. Okay. If you ever dabbled with something like this, you would want it to be a brand new wallet, not connected to your Vetter, your VSL, none of that. Okay. You want to be super safe. But yeah, I'd be curious if there's like an AMA or if there is a YouTube videos that I could watch to get a better understanding of what's going on and what the project is actually doing and stuff. Like I said, sometimes it's just a little confusing to me. But a lot of people are talking about it. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about it. There's a lot of hype around it. Now again, I don't know. Obviously this is going to be clickbait stuff. Clickbaity, meaning, oh, don't make this mistake. We don't know which way he's talking. What's the strategy here? But like these videos were recently posted 6 hours, 22 hours, 2 hours, 8 hours, 1 day ago. For something that launched, a few days back. I don't know what chart this is, but this is October 9th, so something that launched 4 days ago. There's a lot of talk about it. So this might be a good one to watch right here. AMA with founder Jack Levin. I'm going to add this to my watch list personally. To see if anybody, just so I can learn what's going on here. So with that, that's my thoughts on this project. Okay. So yeah, Taha, thank you for bringing that up. Really helpful. Like I said, I appreciate new projects and new innovation and things like that that are going around. I always appreciate learning. Like it just takes me a little bit longer. Yeah. So yeah, the whole free mint thing that confuses me a little bit. Not really sure how that works, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna look more into this, and I'll create a thread for us for this project so we can dive deeper and share any thoughts and insights that we might have into this. So Taha, thanks for bringing that up. Um, Thanks for bringing that up. So with that, today we talked about BC token. We talked about Zen. BC token. We got to do a little lesson in Portuguese, and then with Zen, um, get to continue our education on something that's kind of new and different and out there. So, hey, thank you guys for being here today. I think we had a great call, and also for we did talk about how to manage your projects, utilizing a combination of like alerts with deck screener and keeping track of it with an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet or something like that. So hope all that stuff was helpful for you. So with that, I will end like I always do. Life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this awesome community and what we're building together. And like I started the conversation today, we're building it brick by brick, just like we have from the beginning. We're laying each brick as perfectly and precisely as a brick can be laid, so we can grow and develop and build to that next level and that next level and that next level. And it'll take as long as it takes. It is what it is. And so I appreciate you guys being here every Tuesdays and Thursday, sharing insights, sharing ideas, and us working together collaboratively. So with that, hey, have a fantastic Thursday. No matter where you are in the world, no matter what time of day it is, have a fantastic Thursday. And I will see you in Discord. Bye for now.